All right, let's take a look at the settings. I play default flipped. It's a lot comfortable than the triggers, and there's also some science behind that. If you go to aim labs, use a controller, it actually turns out that playing with default flipped gives you better accuracy than the triggers do, so that's why I have it on default flipped. Horizontal stick sensitivity, again, this is also from aim labs, playing with the controller, doing the tests, spot tests, whatever you want to call it, hitting targets. I found out that 0.60 is a good full 360. Vertical stick sensitivity, I think that's default. I didn't touch it. Let's go down to controller vibration is off, trigger effect off, dead zones. Let's take a look at the dead zones. For the left stick, it's 0, and the max is at 65 because I want my left stick to be as responsive as possible and as fast as possible. So that's why it's like that. And the right stick minimum is 9 because of my controller. It could be different from yours, but I think 9 for me is okay. We don't touch the stick max. Dead zones are at 0 for the triggers. So you throw your grenades or whatever quickly, faster, whatever. Let's see. Then we go down to aiming advanced settings. We're going to put the ADS sensitivity transition time in an instant. We're also going to use linear because dynamic in this game is nerfed apparently, and a lot of professionals will use linear in this game, so that's what we have for that. And when we go down to, let's see, what else do we have? Movement, I have sprint assist on. Sprint assist on because I want to sprint automatically. I don't want to touch my left stick, it's just too much. Let's see, corner slicing is on. Slide behavior, slide only, because I don't want to be diving like crazy. I want to be sliding and slide canceling. And then I want to slide to evade, slide to, what's it called? Drop shot. It works very well in this game, and I just love doing it. And then we have automatic airborne mantles on, sprint restore on, maintain sprint. Again, we want to maintain sprint after we slide cancel and stuff like that. We don't want to be pushing our stick in. And then let's see what else we have. Movement advanced settings. I don't think I touched anything here. Nope. If we go to combat, let's see, what else did I do I fix here? I don't think I touched this. Nope. But let's go down to graphics settings. I have it at 120 hertz refresh rate because of my monitor, and 120 hertz is the best way to play on console. Quality, world motion blur is off. Weapon motion blur is off. Depth of field is off. Fidelity cast is on. I have it at full. Actually, it's not a full. It's actually at 90. 90 is actually not that bad. We don't want to go too much because then it looks kind of grainy and stuff, and we don't want to go lower than 90 because then it looks like blurry. So yeah. Also, if we go to details and textures, on demand texture stream, keep that optimized. Let's see, let's go to the view. I have my FOV at 90 because if you go any higher than that while playing on console with 120 hertz, it's gonna stutter and start doing all weird things to your monitor, to your screen. So just keep it at 90. And anyways, 90 is actually pretty good. I can see pretty much everything at 90. I don't need to exaggerate and go all the way to 120. It's unnecessary. And plus 90, you can see the characters when you zoom in a lot better than you can with 120. And it's also going to make your aim a lot better, trust. All right, so also I'm playing with wide because I don't want to see a lot of my gun. Let's see, what else? First person camera movements at 50%. We don't want the screen shaking at 100%, so that's why it's like that. Let's see, what else do we have to go through? Did that. Let's go to audio. Audio doesn't really matter. I believe this matters. If we go down to color customization, I have mine at green. It's a custom green. I'll have it at full saturation and full brightness because I want to see clearly what's on my mini map, and it works well with what I'm about to show you right now. If we go to gameplay HUD, but let's go to multiplayer HUD presets. We're going to go to standard, but if we go to layouts, so if you have something like target tracker and you see the map, it's at the bottom, but it's like close to the crosshair, it's a lot better. So you can like align your mini map with your crosshair way better than you can if it was on the top left or top right or bottom left. So that's why I have it on target tracker. Also, if you want to play with portrait, it's the same thing, but the mini map's a little bit smaller, so that's why I have it at target tracker, and it's still good for centering. So that's why I have it at that. So again, I don't recommend standard. I know a lot of people still play with it, but I don't recommend it because again, if you're going to center and you want better centering, and better alignment with your hand and brain, then you should be looking as close as possibly to the map and the crosshair at the same time. So target tracker and portrait allow that to happen. And it's actually pretty genius that the developers actually put something in a game like this, because like in the previous Call of Duties they didn't have it, and it's really useful. So that's why I have it a target tracker. All right, let's go down to Crosshair. The Crosshair lines, this is controversial. It's up to you. But if you want to be a better aimer, I highly recommend turning it off. Crosshair line spread is also should be off. Crosshair dot, I have that off. It's the reason I have it off is because it helps me with centering. So I don't want like a dot disturbing me in the middle of my screen. But if you guys like the dot for centering, go ahead and use it. But personally, I don't use it. Because again, like if I'm trying to center something, I'd rather just not use the dot and actually train my brain to put the enemy in the middle of my screen instead of looking at the dot and then stressing my brain out thinking about the dot and trying to center at the same time. So that's one of the reasons why, I have no dot and just center my screen without it. It's a lot better, honestly. But you guys can do whatever you want here. You could have it on or off. It just it just depends on your play style. And I believe that's it. That's everything those are going to be the new best settings for after the Black Ops 7 update. So, yep. Catch you guys on the next video.